is Joe McElderry. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
6 years ago, is it? No, that can't be right. There must be an error in my script.
It nearly is, yeah, it nearly is.
That's incredible. And you beat Ollie Murs, who came second. Take us back to your audition, because that's what we're talking about really today. That first step. What do you remember about that day?
Well, I auditioned in Manchester Trafford Centre, and there was about 60,000 people there. It was ridiculous.
60,000.
And I remember saying to my mum, she came along with us, and I said, let's just go home. I said, it's pointless. I won't get through. There's so many people here. And she was like, just try. You never know what will happen. So it's a good job I stayed, I think.
Well, I think it was, yeah. I mean, how did you decide what to sing? I mean, how much preparation went into that first audition?
I think, well, you get asked to prepare like 3 or 4 songs just in case they want you to sing something else. But I just kind of picked songs that I sang kind of a lot when I was doing like little gigs and stuff. I used to do like little charity gigs and stuff around where I used to live. And so I just used to pick my songs, the ones that I'd been singing for quite a while, I suppose, and that I was good at. So
it helps to perform something that you're familiar with rather than just...
I think so, yeah. I think if you start trying to, and not to overthink it, I think people these days as well try and overthink it and try and change songs to make them so different. And sometimes if you actually just stand there and sing and just get the point of the song across, that's more important than doing all these crazy arrangements.
Yeah, I mean that's the danger, isn't it? Because I mean, you'll do the crazy arrangements if that's what happens later on in the show. They want to see what talent you've got. First
exactly. Of all. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Tell me about Simon Cowell. Is he the same person that you see on TV? Is it a bit of an act, him being the nasty man and all of that?
I think he's exactly the same. I don't think he's nasty all the time. I think he's very he's a businessman. He's blunt. But he's funny. I think what you see on TV is what you get, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. And so you need someone though to tell you straight, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you don't get to a level that he's at without being slightly ruthless.
So what advice, I mean, there may be people even now who are standing outside the Buttermarket Shopping Centre in Ipswich, Joe. I mean, that's what a place to start your career. But you never know that we might have someone who ends up in the final from there. What advice would you have for someone waiting there this morning?
I think just go for it. It's all an experience. I mean, for me, I know a lot of people come out of the show after and say that they didn't enjoy it or whatever. But for me, it was one of the best experiences of my life. I really, really had a great time. I've got really fond memories of it. I've been fortunate enough, obviously, to have a fantastic career so far after it. So I think if you enjoy music and performing, then go for it. Try it out. And if you don't like it, you can always kind of say, actually, this isn't for me. It's not a definite thing for the rest of your life.
Well, people can audition today from the age of 16, I think that's right. Is that a bit too young to get into show business?
I think it depends on the individual. I think completely on who you have around you, and also, how mature you are as a person. I mean, I was how old was I? I was just turned 18 when I went into the show. And I think almost I was a little bit so naive that I kind of just enjoyed it instead of worrying about everything. But I was lucky I had a great family around us that kind of won my eyes and ears for a while I kind of grew up into an adult, I suppose.
So you need that backup of your family to keep you grounded, you think?
100%, yeah. And friends and a good team of people around you as well that don't just that aren't just yes people.
Yeah, well, that's important because when things change and the audition is one thing, but then you get the judges' houses, then you're in the finals. Your whole life's turned upside down, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it completely changes your life, and as well, you're standing on a huge public platform as well. So you go from people not having a clue who you are. There's probably the whole country at one time, you're so recognisable, and that in itself is a huge change to your life, obviously, because then it affects people in your family. The press obviously start to know who you are. It's a big life change. So you've got to have your head screwed on.
Yeah, yeah. And if you were to audition again today, just say you were part of that line of people today, would you have changed anything about your audition looking back on it, or was that the perfect day? You thought, I'm in.
I probably would have done my hair a little bit better. the wet look gel would have probably not been there if I was doing it now. And the sweaty forehead.
That's the thing that they go. I mean, that's the thing. When you end up winning the final, they start showing your first audition again, and then you think, oh, my word, how things have changed.
What a transformation!
Yeah. And look, you're on tour soon, aren't you? And I see you've shunned. I see you've shunned Suffolk. You're going to Clacton and Cromer, though, which aren't too far from here.
I think I think I might have went to Suffolk last year.
Oh well, that'll be the reason why. So people can see. So it's not too far from here, and so the career's still going well, Joe, is it?
Yeah, well, I've had a 2-week holiday, and then the shows start again on Friday, and they go right through till July. So we're doing over 100 shows this year. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it's full on, but I love it. It's absolutely amazing, and it's been fabulous to go around, obviously, and see the support that I've got and stuff. And it's a really fun-filled show. So I'm having a great time.
Well, it's good to hear that you still enjoy it, because you do hear stories about people do it and then say, "Oh, well, I wish I hadn't done it and it changed my life," and not necessarily for the better. But you wouldn't have changed it for anything.
No, I absolutely love it. And you know what? I'm fortunate. Like I said, I'm fortunate. I've still got a really supportive fan base that I'm still doing it 6 years down the line, and hopefully many more years to come.
Well, Joe, thanks for sparing us a few minutes this morning. Good luck with the tour, and thanks for coming on. I'm sure you might have helped a few people who are planning to audition today. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. There's Joe McElderry. What a nice man.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Lovely.
Very nice man indeed. And